The word out on the street is that Porsche knew fiance and she is engaged to Simon, is that Shamea hooked up the relationship. Because now you got Porsche over here saying she added Shamea. Thank you, bestie. Best matchmaker ever. And Portia's only in a relationship with Simon right now, and they're engaged, and they announced that they in love with one another, and love wins all the time. So in any event, Porsche is talking about her relationship and her engagement to Simon. Shamea played a role in the situation. But if you ask Phaedra Parks would tell you that Shamea has the connection to the wealthy African man. So you guys let me know what you think. Storyline or no. They plotted this, baby. What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. Peep Squad is in the building. Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Miss Kandi Burruss. She recently did an interview and it was kind of shady. But we find out what Kandi's stance is on the Real Housewives. And also there was some shade thrown at a former cast member. And Mike Hill always got his hand out asking for a job. So let's just get into the situation. So Kandi starts off the interview talking about her new show that's going to be on Bravo, New Old Lady Gang, which is supposed to be premiering sometime this summer. You know, it's a spinoff and it's going to be popping. And Kandi Burruss says her family is going to be lit. They're going to be turned up. And Kandi also says that her family's real. In any event, she also says that she loves to provide for her family as well, and her friends and people that are in her circle, because she wants them all to win. I was like, go ahead, girl. But in any event, Kandi was asked by Sharon, you know, the other person that was interviewing Kandi Burruss, about like your mom, like the way that you talk to your mom, the way that you deal with Mama Joyce, is like you never have any disrespect, even though sometimes she is wrong, but when she really is right. Let's talk about the prenup. And Kandi was like, I ain't never going to disrespect my mother whatsoever. It is what it is. She was raised that way. Her cousins was raised that way. So she's never going to pop off and never be rude or disrespectful to her mama at all. Even if her mama talking about a prenup or disrespecting toward or her best friend Cameron. So it is what it is. I was like, go ahead, Kandi, for real, for real. I don't blame you. Don't disrespect your mama. Don't disrespect the woman that brought you in this world, especially on national TV. That's not a good look at all, especially with the reputation that Kandi is trying to, you know, keep and also have, because Kandi's a part of so many different businesses and so many different organizations that therefore she don't want no negative press towards her. So in any event, she ain't gonna disrespect Mama Joyce whatsoever, point blank period. Just the situation all day, every day. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. And Sharon was being, you know, shady when she said, you know, prenup, because Mama Joyce was all up in that business between Todd and Kandi about the prenup. And you know, Kandi is a very firm believer in getting a prenup, because Kandi been telling, you know, Cynthia Bailey to get a prenup. I'm surprised, you know, Mike Hill didn't bring that up, because Kandi Burruss said it on the show plenty of times. And also Mike Hill asked Kandi Burruss, you know, a question about Escape. I was like, go ahead, do. Mike Hill then asked Kandi Burruss what is going to stop, you know, Escape from doing a tour and a album. But really he was focusing on album, because Mike Hill said the fans want an album, especially coming off the versus battle between Escape and SWV. And Kandi responds to the situation, And Kandi said it would not be the business, like not the business. And basically, I believe Kandi doesn't really want to do another album with Escape, in my opinion, because it's just going to take too much work and writing and putting together songs and beats and producers and things of that nature. And you know, Kandi Burruss is always booked and busy, and Tiny is having her little situation, her problems go on. So it is what it is, but it doesn't seem like Kandi wants to do an album, but she said definitely a tour. We're going to try to make that happen. So Kandi Burruss definitely wants to do a tour when it comes to the situation. I was like, go ahead, Kandi, do what you want to do. I understand. And any event, because, you know, Kandi mentioned that the last time that Escape was on tour, that everything was sold out. All the arenas were sold out. So, you know, and they wanted to listen to the old music of Escape. I don't know if there's an audience for a new music of Escape. Then Mike Hill asks Kandi Burruss, is there a song that you wrote for somebody and you gave it to them and then you realize, oh my God, I shouldn't have gave them that song? And Kandi Burruss responds with the answer no. I was like, okay. And I was shocked and surprised that she said no too as well. And I was like, Mike Hill really asked that shady question because Mike Hill, was hoping for her to say Kim. Kim with her new show canceled or her old show canceled, that Kim. But in any event, Kandi said no, but then she said, I always have it in my head that I can write another one. And I don't know if she said that, in the past or in the present tense, when she answered the question, because if you say that you can always write another one, are you insinuated that, I gave the wrong person a song, so therefore I can write another one? Or is she insinuating that, I could just write another song? It don't even bother me whether I gave this song to this one, that one, whatever, because I just want to write more music. But in any event, I was like, ooh, Mike Hill, that was a shady question, and we know where that came from. Cynthia done gave you some notes to take, baby. But in any event, when it comes to, the other interviewer, Sharon, she coughed and she said Kim, and Kandi just laughed because, Kandi wrote tardy for the party or don't be tardy for the party, and Kim didn't want to pay Kandi at all. And so I was so surprised that Sharon asked Kandi, you sure you don't want to say Kim? I was like, oh, wait. And Kandi just smiled and she just laughed and she didn't say anything at all. I was like, okay, that's how the situation is going down. And then Sharon also responded, oh, that was mild compared to what really happens on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I know Mike Hill likes to stay out the drama. I was like, So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. I was like, go ahead, Kandi. Kandi didn't say anything, but the reporter did. And then Kandi was asked, is she thinking about walking away because that's the rumors out here in these streets? And Kandi Burruss says, every year when it comes back around, when contracts come back around, yeah, the cast members do consider it. I'm not the only person that considers whether I should stay or whether I should go. And the situation, if it's my time, it's time up, is it time to do something different, But she said at this present moment that she has no plans of walking away from Real Housewives at all, point blank, period. I was like, okay, so does that mean that Phaedra Parks is not coming back? Because Kandi Burruss says if Phaedra Parks return to the show, she is not going to be on the show. Or did Kandi Burruss have a change of heart for Phaedra because the rumors in the street as Phaedra is returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta? Also said that she didn't think that she was going to even be on this show that long. So I was like, okay. Kandi was like, I'm surprised I'm still here. I'm surprised I'm still on the show, baby. It is what it is. And then Mike Hill, he jumps into the situation because, Mike Hill got to be a little shady with the situation. And he was like, I want you to stay on the show as long as Cynthia's on the show. So as Mike Hill was saying that you can go anytime you want to, Kandi, but don't go because Cynthia Bailey needs you, or you can leave, but don't leave until Cynthia Bailey's last day of Real Housewives of Atlanta. In any event, when it comes down to the situation, Mike Hill said don't leave, while Cynthia is still on the show because you are her true friend. You have her back and you really look out for her. I was like, okay, so is he saying that because, Porsche Williams, is being shady towards Cynthia Bailey and actually, unfollowed Miss Cynthia Bailey? What's going on with that situation? Or is he just saying that Kandi does have Cynthia Bailey's back? But in any event, people were saying Kenya Moore has Cynthia Bailey's back even more. So early in an interview, Kandi was asked about, working on music, doing another album with Escape. And she basically gave an answer like, that wouldn't be the business. I don't know. And Kandi also said that, the women of Escape, we're all different women. We all got different ideas, different things going on in our life. We are 4 different people. So in any event, it seems like the answer was no, baby. But come to think about it, Kandi said, she's working on new music and new music projects. So, Kandi might just want to do music on her own. It's too much to do, music with the other women because it's too much involved in the situation. But in any event, Kandi said she's working on new music and she brought new property, and she's going to be opening up another business, and she's going to be soon announcing, her new business that she's opening up. I guess it's a restaurant. And when Miss Kandi Burruss was talking about her business, Mike Hill, he jumped up into the situation. He was like, you and Todd be doing it all. When you gonna let somebody else get some money? Leave some money for somebody else around here. I was like, Lord, seems like Mike Hill want to jump over there with Kandi because she's making up money, baby. And that's not the first time that Mike Hill has, talked to other people and was asking for money, because he did ask, not money, but asking for a position or a job. But ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta grind and hustle, and he is from California. But in any event, he did ask Tiffany Haddish, if she needed a producer or a producer or a production company.